wish somebody would've told me, babe, someday these will be the good old days. All the love you forget, and all these reckless nights you regret. Some days when your whole life's gonna change, you'll miss the magic of these good old days.
Hi, my name is Ruby Bridges, and I'm 18 years old. Next week, I'm graduating from high school with honors. I am so excited, and so are my parents. But I'm a little disappointed, though. I wanted to go to college, but we just can't afford it. My parents separated when I was in 7th grade. They never agreed on me integrating at Williams Friends School. My mother was for it. She said I'll get a better education. But my dad, he said it'll cause trouble for the whole family. But my mother, she convinced him. She could be very convincing. And you know what? My dad lost his job right after I went to Williams Friends School. The white owner fired him. My 2nd grade experience, by the way, was nothing like my 1st grade experience. The protesters were gone, so were the marshals, so were the cameras and the reporters, so was the NAACP. My class was integrated, and my white teacher was mean. I had spent so much time with Mrs. Henry that I even talked like her, and that was a big problem because she was from up north. And my 2nd grade teacher made fun of me. She said I sound like a Yankee, and I need to speak correct English again. Yeah. My parents struggled to make ends meet. Me, my brothers, and sisters live in a public housing department with my mother. She cleaned hotel rooms. My dad still lives in the same hotel rooming house where we used to live as a house painter, whenever he can get it. You know, I was born 1954, the year the U.S. Supreme Court ruled public schools illegal. And I sometimes wonder if it was worth everything we've been through. No one my age ever talks about the civil rights struggle. It's like, wow, it's ancient history.
Good morning, boys and girls, staff members. I hope you all had a great 3-day weekend and enjoyed having Monday off for President's Day. Today we're going to do something a little special. In light of the tragedy in Florida last week, we realized it's been a while since we've done an active shooter drill. And it's a sad thing to think about that it's something you might have to be prepared for. Hopefully it's something we never ever have happen anywhere at our school or in our district. But nonetheless, it's something we need to do. And we're going to start today. There's 3 things that you need to remember in an active shooter drill. Active shooter means if there were someone on campus who had a gun and was shooting. Hopefully that would never happen. But the things that you would do is first run for safety, hide, and then fight as a last resort. So this morning, you should already be safe. You're in your advisory classrooms, and this is where we're going to start our drill. If you weren't in the classroom, you would try to get to a classroom. But if we did a lockdown, all doors would be locked, and teachers wouldn't let anyone in because we wouldn't know who the person is who's doing whatever they're doing. So you would want to run and hide for safety. And if you were to ever hear shooting, you would go in the opposite direction. So this morning, here's what we're going to do. Now that you're already safe in your advisory classroom, you're going to work under the direction of your teacher at barricading the door. That means you're going to use tables, chairs, whatever you have to put in front of the door. This is so if someone came to the room and let's say they were able to somehow get a door open. If they open a door and then all they see is a bunch of desks and chairs and things in the way, there's a good chance they might say, this is going to take too much time for me. I'm going to go on to the next room and try something else. And this delays whatever they're doing. It gives more time for law enforcement to get here and deal with things. So we really want to delay whatever their intention is. So that's what you're going to do this morning at the direction of your teacher. You're going to barricade doors by sliding desks in front, maybe even carefully stacking those desks. So if someone were to open the door, it would be too much hassle to get in and it would certainly be slowed down. The next thing you're going to do is get in a safe place where if there's a window, you can be out of sight of that window, get to maybe one side of the classroom, get down low. So if there was a gunshot, it would go over wherever you are. So it might be a little uncomfortable for some of you. I understand that, but it's something we want to take seriously. We don't want to turn this into any kind of a joke, or it's certainly not meant to be a fun activity, but something to take seriously and to really be prepared for. So in just a few minutes, when all the announcements are over, your teacher will give you directions on how to start doing the barricade. Now, the one part that we won't be doing today because it's a drill, but if you needed to, if this were a real situation, I'm sure you would figure out who the bravest are, and it might be the sweetest little girl in the classroom. You just never know. But if you needed people to fight, then that's what you would have to do if you had a bad person coming in order to make sure you try to save yourself and others. And hopefully that never happens. I pray to God that never happens at our school or any of our schools. Anyways, thank you for your help in this drill and for being prepared. Some of you, your parents might be asking, what are you guys doing? It's okay to share with them, hey, we did this drill to be prepared. And I know it can be an emotional thing too. So we have counselors at school when they're needed as well. So thank you. I appreciate your help with this. And please be supportive of each other. Thank you. You guys have a great day. Yeah, the next sound you're going to hear, we actually have a lockdown siren. And we're going to play that lockdown siren as you're doing the doors. The siren will stop after a few moments, but you're still going to stay locked down until you get a verbal announcement over the intercom that the drill is ended. Even if the bell rings to go to class, if we're not done with the drill, you're going to wait till you get the all call from me to go ahead and clean things back up. And I'll probably give a little bit of time for that, and then time to switch to the next class. Thank you guys very much.
Wish I made it to homecoming. Got up the courage to ask her. Wish I would have gotten out of my show. Wish I wouldn't have worried about what other people thought and felt comfortable with myself. Rooftop open and the stars above. Moment frozen, sneaking out and falling in love. We just begun on the grass dreaming, figuring out who I was.